FM this week. So let's say that we have lots of technical difficulties on Wednesday. Although thankfully, our other station manager for Cool FM fill me in for to avoid dead air. So thank you, Miss Atina, for helping out, filling out dead air. So that's always a good thing. And there is yet another revision coming to our Cool FM schedule starting next week. So that's because in the after that's because of the post Cool News Prime Time debut. Hangout with Mamon will be moving to its yet another new time slot, which is after Cool News Prime Time. So here it is. So for the prime time, the 6 p.m. stays the same because Cool News at 6 p.m. 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. is Request Rewind by DJ Ginky. And here is a new extended hour for Asper's Cafe. So 7:30 p.m. now up to 9 p.m. That's Asper's Cafe. And then 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. is Cool News Prime Time. And then 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. is Hangout with Mamon. So that's the reason why we did this change is because we do not want to split the show for both Hangout with Mamon and My Tulugan. So to make it fair for everyone, Hangout with Mamon will be moving to its new time slot. Therefore, Hangout with Mamon wouldn't have to suffer the split of the show into two parts. And other than that, aside from Monday to Thursday schedule, Friday's schedule is also getting some changes too. So 7:30 to 9 p.m. will now have an extended Pop Fridays by DJ Lisa Maguban. So there's that. And the rest is the same. So 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. is Cool News Prime Time. 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. My Tulugan. And then 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. the next day is Talk with Seth. So there you go. So these are the revision changes to our Cool FM schedule starting next week, which is May 20. Okay, now let's get into what's happening with entertainment and gaming sector, and then we will move on into Cool News Day with what's happening on the national and international headlines. Okay, so let's begin, shall we? So let's go to variety.com for our latest entertainment. Oh yes, Shogun. So it's been confirmed. This is coming from Variety. So it's been confirmed that more seasons of Shogun are maybe on the way. Variety has learned that FX, Hulu, and the estate of James Clavell, who altered the novel on which Shogun is based, are working to develop more seasons of the critically acclaimed series. A writer's room will begin this summer to develop 2 more seasons of the show. It must be noted that this is not a formal renewal, and no production has been scheduled for more episodes. Series co-creators Justin Marks and Rachel Kondo remain on board the series, as does executive producer Michaela Galvell of the James Calvell estate, as well as series star and producer Yuki Sanada. It was previously reported that the second season of the historical drama was being eyed by FX following the success of season 1. So Shogun was supposed to be a limited series, as we all know, but FX has decided to turn Shogun into a regular series, which is, I say, interesting. Source said that FX was mulling entering the show into the drama series category for the Emmys rather than limited series, which would only be the case if another season was coming. Not long after, it was confirmed that series star and producer Yuki Sanada had signed a deal to return for a second season. The deal had meant that Sanada would return if FX was able to work out the rights to more of the show, given that the first season of the series covered the entirety of the Shogun novel. Cavell himself had based the novel on real Japanese historical events, meaning the creative team could base future seasons on such events as well. Shogun follows a shipwrecked English sailor, Cosmo Jarvis, in the 17th century, who becomes involved in the bloody power struggle at the highest level of Japanese government. Sanada stars as Lord Yoshi Toranaga, a member of the ruling council of Regents who must fight for his survival when the political tides turn against him. So there's the synopsis of what Shogun is. So yeah, as we now learned, Shogun is getting more seasons, and it's as Variety learned. And now we have some sad news. We have now have some sad news in what's in our Hollywood industry right now, as Dub Dubney Coleman, the Emmy-winning character actor who starred in the 1980 comedy classic 9 to 5 and whose career in film and television spanned 6 decades, has died on Thursday at his home in Santa Monica, California. He was 92. Coleman's death was confirmed to Variety by his daughter, Quincy Coleman. My father was not for my father. My father crafted his time here on earth with a curious mind, a generous heart, and a soul on fire with passion, desire, and humor that tickled the funny bone of humanity, Quincy Coleman said in a statement. As he lived, he moved through this final act of his life with elegance, excellence, and mastery. A teacher and a hero, a king, Dabney Coleman is a gift and blessing in life and in death, as his spirit will shine through his work, his loved ones, and his legacy internally. And always a goddamn good looking man. A stage actor early in his career, Coleman reached a new level of prominence in the 80s after landing the role of Franklin Hurd Jr., the Miss Optimistic boss that Lily Tomlin, Jenny Fonda, and Dolly Parton's leading trio conjured revenge fantasies about overthrowing in 9 to 5. Finishing its run as the second highest domestic release of 1980, the film launched Coleman as a casting go-to for Arrogant Hills, with another prominent role as a bigoted soap opera director in Sidney Pollack's 1982 Best Picture nominee, To See. Pollack and Coleman were close collaborators, having worked on each other's first 3 films together. Similar sarcastical send-ups of authority figures came with Coleman's performance in the 1993 film adaptation of The Beverly Hillbillies and the 1994 cult comedy favorite Clifford, as well as his voice role as Principal Prickly on the 90s animated series Recess. Coleman was also a decorated dramatic actor, winning an Emmy for his performance in the 1987 TV film Sworn to Silence, which followed tensions in an ambitious community after a series of murders. In 2011 and 2012, he shared Screen Actors Guild Awards for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in the drama series for his work among the cast of HBO's Boardwalk Empire. Additionally, he earned his first Emmy nomination in 1983, starring in the celebrated but short-lived talk show sitcom Buffalo Bill. Born in January 3, 1932 in Austin, Texas, Coleman's father died when the actor was 4. Raised by his mother, he attended the Virginia Military Institute before serving in the Army and then studying law at the University of Texas. Shortly before graduating, Coleman elected to drop out and become an actor, moving to New York when he was trained by Sanford Misner. Coleman's Broadway debut came in 1961 with a role in a call up on Corinne. TV guest credits followed, with the actor putting also together an impressive resume as a character actor with notable feature film credits that include Guitaring Inferno, War Games, The Muppet Stick Manhattan, Radnet, and You've Got Mail. After the turn of the millennium, he starred as a decorated attorney in the CBS series The Guardian, which ran 3 seasons. More recent credits include a role as the ailing father to Kevin Costner's character in Yellowstone, and an appearance in one that is 2016 feature, Rules Don't Apply. Coleman married and divorced twice. First to Annan Courtney Harrell from 1957 to 1959, then to Jean Hill from 1961 to 1984. He is survived by his children, Megan, Kelly, Randy, and Quincy Coleman, and his grandchildren, Hel and Geb Torrance, Louis Ferrandundel, and Kai and Coleman and Coleman Biancanillo. I have to say, for this wonderful Hollywood actor, the Coleman, I have to say thank you for one of your best Hollywood contributions. You deserve well. You did well throughout the Hollywood industry. Good. Really did well, man. You really did well. So rest in peace, man. And I hope God may be with you. And rest well, man. Thank you for your time in contributing in Hollywood industry. Rest well. Rest well, Stephanie Coleman. Alright, so yeah, we will get into more entertainment stuff later, but now let's move on to tech now. Actually, why did I say gaming in the beginning? Whoops. But now let's move on to what's happening in tech as of this morning. So here we go. Okay, so we can I guess we can talk about the rumors. Rumors about what's coming with Microsoft Service AI event. So here it is. It's coming from The Verge as we read. Microsoft is expected to bring Windows AI and ARM processors together at a new service event on May 20, and we're tracking all the announcements here. We will find out if thinner laptops get better battery life can combine with AI tools like Copilot to change what we can expect from Windows PCs. As Tom Warren wrote in his notepad letter ahead of the event, it's clear Microsoft has grown tired of Intel's failed attempts at a comeback, so it's going all in on these latest Qualcomm chips and bringing its closest PC partners along for the ride. Ahead of Microsoft's big reveal, we can already see another major PC manufacturers are on the board. Asus AI PC teaser and a leak of Dell's new lineup show that is about more than just a new AI-focused Copilot key. With Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon X Elite processors and dedicated NPU hardware for accelerating AI tasks in Windows 11, they can hopefully challenge Apple Silicon and revive the Mac versus PC debate while avoiding the buggy performance and compatibility issues of the past. The company claims its new chips can beat Apple, Intel, and AMD on performance, power efficiency, and battery life, and May 20 could be our first chance to find out if that's true. So stay tuned what we are going to cover there. And so yeah, I'm going to be bookmarking this to make sure I'm up to date on that. So yeah. Tech events, I should say. So, let's save that. Oops. What's that? Microsoft. Oops. Okay, give me a second moment. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, then I'm going to make a new folder for this one so I can track it there. So yeah, we will be recapping that. We will be recapping all of the announcements from what Microsoft Service AI event next week. So stay tuned for that on Hello Filipinos. Okay, so let's see what else can we bring up here. Okay, well, found it. Here it is. Since the iPhone X introduction of OLED and Face ID in 2017, Apple's phones haven't changed their look significantly, but now the information reports a major redesign is underway for a slim iPhone. The outlet says it could arrive in 2025 as part of the iPhone 17 refresh, with a price even higher than Apple's current most expensive model, the iPhone Pro Max. 95 Mac 95 Mac reported on the rumor from Haitong international analyst Jeff Pu, saying the new iPhone 17 models could have a refreshed design with a smaller dynamic island. Following a rumored size increase and a new side button for the iPhone 16 lineup later this year, the slim iPhone 17 will feature a 6.6-inch display that falls in between the 6.1-inch screen of the smallest version and a 6.9-inch screen on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Another report from analyst Ross Young reportedly pegs the new display size at 6.55 inches. The information sources indicate that there are still multiple designs under consideration for the new high-end model with an aluminum frame, smaller hole, and cut out for the front-facing camera hardware and center-mounted rear cameras as some of the factors being considered. Another factor could be a rumored energy density upgrade for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, reported earlier by supply chain analyst Min Chi Ko, who says that if the new design with a stainless steel battery case goes well, then it could be adapted in all models for 2025. All of this follows the introduction of Apple's slim new iPad Pro, which has held up impressively against YouTube's strongest bend test, which is done by Jerry Rick Everything. Hopefully, skinny iPad will do the same in pants, pockets, and purse when or if it ever arrives. And AI was the main focus of the Google I/O keynote this year, but there are still a bunch of new feature updates hidden in the various developer sessions. Case in point, 95 Google spotted that Android 15 and Wear OS 5 are going to get some convenient passkey updates. In its passkeys and identity best practices developer session, Google announced that Android 15 is going to get a single tap sign-in process. Instead of having two separate screens, one to select an account and another for a biometric prompt, Google will merge them into a single screen. The end result is you will be able to just use your face, finger, or any other screen unlocking method to log into an account. For devs, this will be automatically supported in new versions of Credential Manager on Android 15 or higher. Another update is that autofill will also display Credential Manager results in Gboard. That includes passwords, passkeys, and sign in with Google. Another neat update is it will get easier to log back into your apps if you buy a new device thanks to a new restore key, passkey feature for phones and tablets. An app will be able to save a restore key to Credential Manager. That key is then stored locally on the device, and if cloud backups are enabled, it can be automatically transferred over to the new device. In a nutshell, users won't have to log into each app one by one. Passkeys are also coming to Wear OS 5 in the Q3 platform release. That will allow you to use either passkeys, passwords, or sign in with Google straight from the West. Google says this capability will also work with third-party password managers, naming Dashlane as one example. the Apple Watch already has some of these authentication features, so it's nice to see Google continue to even the playing field for Android smartwatch users. Alright, coming up on Hello Pilipinas, we will be covering the first run of national and international headlines. Right with Cool News Today, part of Hello Pilipinas, plus more, more tech headlines, gaming headlines, and of course, entertainment and meme headlines right here on Hello Pilipinas. So stick around, we will be right back.
Huwag maglilibag.
Welcome back to Hello Pilipinas. Now let's get into national and international headlines with cool news today.
You're listening to DZYW 99.5 Cool FM Manila, the station that cares for you. Live from the Philippines' #1 station for you. This is Cool News Today.
We begin with the first round of headlines as an average of 12,000 Filipinos are killed every year in mishaps on the road like car crashes and pedestrians getting hit by spinning vehicles. In an interview on Bocom Pilipinas Ngayon, Albert Domingo, Assistant Secretary and spokesperson for the Department of Health, limited that fatalities in road accidents went up by 39% in 10 years from 2011 to 2021. Domingo said road traffic deaths in 2011 were 7,938. This went up to 11,096 in 2021. Of these deaths, 84% were males. Road accidents are a major cause of deaths of children in the Philippines. He added, on average, 12,000 Filipinos die in car crashes, or when a pedestrian gets hit while crossing the street, or when the accident involves motorcycles, tricycles, and bicycles. We are all vulnerable road users. Domingo made the remarks as the agency marked the month of May as Road Safety Month. He noted that mishaps on the road ranked 8th among the top causes of deaths all around the world. He said 54% of road mishap fatalities were pedestrians, bicycle, and motorcycle riders, while 93% of deaths due to road accidents were found in low and middle-income nations like the Philippines. Around 1.35 million people are killed in accidents on the road worldwide. This is why it's a road safety issue, he said. In the Philippines, the DOH is implementing the Philippine Road Safety Plan to decrease deaths due to road accidents by 35% in the next 4 years or by 2028. This objective is expected to be achieved by improved road safety management and faster post-crash emergency response to victims of road accidents, among others. Domingo said the DOH wants to improve our awareness, understanding, and attitude of our countrymen toward road safety and to improve our state of health by choosing active transport. He urged Filipinos to choose active transport, to walk or ride a bicycle instead of riding a vehicle if their destination is near and if there is enough shade from the sun on the street. An impending increase in electricity rates by the Power Distribution Authority in Aklan Province is expected to hurt both households and businesses that are already reeling from rotating power outages and a drop in the number of tourist arrivals. The Aklan Electrical Operative announced plans to raise its rates by 5 peso per kilowatt hour in the province, including Boracay Island, in May, just a month after the Power Cooperative implemented an increase of 1.49 pesos kilowatt per hour. The adjustment will come amid the power interruptions experienced in the premier resort island of Boracay in Malay Town, which had been attributed to the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines in 2023 and 2024. The power interruptions could go for as long as 12 hours. The rate hikes pose significant financial challenges to both resort operators and tourists, Boracay Foundation Incorporated Chair Dido Salazar told the Inquirer. This would mean higher operational costs for resorts, restaurants, and other businesses, which would ultimately be passed on to tourists through increased room rates and prices of other goods and services on the island, he said. Another effect would be the reduced energy consumption, which would see scale back amenities and features and would affect guest experience on the island. While we understand the economic pressures necessitating the rate hike, we urge Calco to consider the broader impact on the island's tourism sector and to explore alternative solutions or mitigations to minimize the financial burden on stakeholders, Salazar said. Many resort owners are worried about the added costs which will likely have to be passed on to tourists. There is a consensus on the need for energy conservation measures, but also a recognition of the challenges in implementing these without compromising guest satisfaction, he added. HIV, or human immunodeficiency virus infection among Filipinos continues to increase, with 3,410 new cases as of March this year, the Department of Health said on Friday. Of these new diagnostic cases, range from less than 1 year old to Okay. Hopefully my phone works. Apologies, technical tax expect to be cut off. Okay. Hopefully my phone works now. Apologies for some technical difficulties. So yeah, I guess I will have to read the article again later, but we will get back into that later. Let me check the other thing here. Okay, so technical difficulties started 6 minutes ago as my microphone was cut off and I did not realize that. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. So, I guess I have to say my bad for some technical difficulties on my part. So, we will be getting back into those headlines later. We will save that and I will be rereading them later in the second round of Cool News Today in the next hours. But in the meantime, that is it for Cool News Today, part of Hello Filipinas. As always, we will be back with the continuing headlines that I have read earlier, as that what that was caused due to the technical difficulties. So bear with me on that. We'll be getting back into those headlines on the second round of Cool News Today. In the meantime, we will now return to Hello Filipinas. Okay, and now we're back to Hello Filipinas. Let's now move to the right table. There you go. I am now on the right side of the studio, and look behind me